Whisper. This is Whisper 68. It is so hot out there. I think most of the country is going through the heat wave right now, but for my area, we've already been very warm for the last 4 days, and we got like another 3 at least of mid to upper 90s. Heat index of 105 to 110. You step outside and it's just instant sweat. Fortunately, I guess, for us, we don't have to leave that much. We gotta do errands here and there, but overall, we can stay in front of the air conditioners. Not a lot of excitement around here. We have a doctor's appointment next week to find out if the baby's going to be here early. As you probably recall, the baby's breech right now, and well, they're going to see if she still is. And from what my wife says, she feels like she still is. So if that's the case, then we have to go to a specialist, which is going to try and turn the baby. And if that happens, there's a good chance the baby she could go into labor, and the baby would be born 6 weeks early. But like I've said, in modern times, it's probably not serious or detrimental to the baby or the mother, but she may be spending a little extra hospital time. Part of me, as well as my wife, is ready for the baby, but of course you want her to be in the best health possible, so I guess it's basically in God's hands. We sure would like to see her, so I guess whatever happens, happens. Well, still haven't found a job. My wife's mother works in a factory, and she said that several people were fired on her shift, and a few will quit on another. So I've already returned an application there, so I'll be giving them a call tomorrow, as it's Sunday today. I would prefer to work in an office setting, as per my degree, but I cannot be blowing off any more jobs. I already did that once, and I'm still kicking myself for doing that. It's time to swallow the pride and get working. How do I say this? Kind of feeling like a low life, I guess, for lack of a better word. My wife, had a decent job until she was fired. More or less carried us beyond my student loans, so I could finish school. Well, I've been out of school for almost 2 months now, so it's time to start pulling my own weight. And now with she's cashed in her retirement and is probably gonna get unemployment. She had her phone interview, and her coworker, which was fired for the exact same thing, had hers first, and she won her unemployment claim. So most likely my wife will too, which is good. I mean, she's getting a decent amount of unemployment, but which will be fine. We still have some savings, but which I obviously contributed to, but mostly it's my wife carrying us, and I need to get out there and provide. I may be repeating myself on some of these things because I just, there's not a lot going on. I don't like the fact that I'm drinking. My drinking's up again. I think it's out of sheer boredom. I'm drinking about every 3 days, and that can't be too good on my body. And it doesn't really solve anything. Yeah, I feel better while I'm drinking, but then the next day you're just back to feeling glum again. So, and sometimes I drink with buddies, but most of my friends are out of town, and can't get down here too much, so part of the time I'm drinking by myself, and sometimes it's alright. I mean, I think people that don't drink regularly think that, somebody who drinks by themselves do it because they're depressed. Which, sometimes I am, because life's kind of at a stalemate, but it's not always like that. Sometimes I don't mind it. I don't just sit in a corner and drink my beer. I'm doing things. I do a lot of projects, and a lot of computer projects and other projects too. And so, it's not really, about being depressed. It's just about being bored. But anyway, it's not something I should be doing quite this much, I think. I think once a week is probably plenty. But anyway, there's just a void I need to fill. And I think the baby will be a welcome change. I know this is about the third whisper video I've done that's kind of depressing, and I really don't mean it to be. But sometimes it's hard to be chipper. And now that it's so hot, you can't get outside much. I like doing things outside. Once spring got here and stuff, I couldn't wait. But now it's gone to the extreme, and it's gone the other way. It's so hot and humid that, I'll take short walks, but you can't be out much more than a half hour, 45 minutes before you're so hot you're dizzy. I really feel for people that have to work outside. Man, you guys are tough. But anyway, my internet, this local service, it's a cable and internet service. If you're not from the Midwest, you may have never heard of it, but it's Mediacom. And I think they hit the smaller cities more than the big ones. But anyway, for the Midwest, they're big. And I hate them. I've had their services for 6 years. And in 3 different places I lived in those 6 years, I've had problems. Mainly internet. Cable usually is okay, but I had their internet phone too. 2 or 3 different times in that time. And if the internet doesn't work right, your phone doesn't work right. Either it'll drop the calls, or one or both of you can't hear each other, or their voices sound electronic. But gave up on the phone a long time ago, but the internet just it's very unreliable. And this weekend, since Friday, my internet's been off more than it's been on, and it's off now again. Kicked back on yesterday afternoon about 4, and it was okay through the prime time hours, but then get up today, it's off again. Called them yesterday, and the very first thing they tried to do was sell me guess they're getting into home security now. And that guy would not lay off. And I'm like, fine, I yelled at the guy, and I'm like, why would I want another service when you can't even keep my old services running? I hung up on him, frustrated. And I had no choice but to call them back today. And basically, they say what they always say. We'll send out a technician. Technicians generally don't even find anything wrong. Or if they do, it's almost like it's made up because they just tweak a little something and then say, oh, well, there, hope it works. And sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But being that my internet's down again, and they're telling me they're going to send out a special line technician, which I've heard this before, private contractor that may not be able to get here for 5 days. Who knows how long my internet's going to be out. So, what we're really considering, and they charge outrageous amounts. I mean, I have basic cable, not digital. No movie channels. I get, without the regular digital channels you can pick up with an antenna, I get about 40 cable channels for $75. To me, that's outrageous. It's definitely not worth it. And get a price hike about $3 or $4 a year on it. And I had talked about dropping their cable and just keeping the internet. And mind you, this is only a 10 megabit connection, which is the fastest connection you can get in this area right now. Because I'm basically a rural setting. It's $45. And if I drop my cable, they're going to add $20 to it. Plus $15 to disconnect my cable. They get you coming and going. And I think what irritates me more than the bad service and the bad customer service and the price hikes is that they treat new customers better than old ones. Give them all these deals, and I've been with them for 6 years, and I basically get stuck to it. I know I'm complaining, and maybe that's all I've been doing lately, but what we're thinking about doing, my sister has is Netflix. She has hers online through her computers, but we could do ours through the Wii and actually have it on TV. And thinking about doing that because they have TV shows and movies for $8 a month, and it'd be a heck of a lot cheaper than $75. And if it was actually movie channels in there, it might be worth the $75. But I'm just about tired of the whole thing. If it was my choice personally, we have enough DVDs of movies and TV shows to last forever. But my wife likes to be able to do it directly from the TV, so yeah, well, I guess we'll maybe check that out. So at $8 a month, you can't beat that. Well, the people that are still listening, I hope you're doing well, staying cool. Killer summer. I know July and August is the hottest months of the year, so try to stay inside when you can and drink plenty of liquid. I'm sure your weatherman tells you that all the time, but yeah, that heat stroke's nothing to mess around with, so. Or even heat exhaustion. I don't get on YouTube as much as I used to, a couple times a week now, so I haven't really had a chance to listen to many of you, but the people that are listening to me still, I thank you and appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.